So guys, welcome to one stream. I'm burning and dying from outside. It's really hot in my hand. As a soldier just finishes. Yeah. I'm dying. Yeah. I need something to cool me off. I'm probably gonna get some juice. So you can see the sweat is just. See how slippery my face is? The sweat is right. But yeah, it was my first day of school. First completed. I captured some stream audio earlier, but obviously, when streams ends up screwing up and just messing up, so I will have to. I'm hoping that wasn't uploaded on its own. Sometimes happens to my YouTube channel. I have to remove it. So I just put in no user allowed to view, and on that video, nobody sees it. Capturing like that. So I hate when that happens. So I have to hurry up and set it up like that. We're just gonna hit because we're ready. I don't even know why I went to school. Oh yeah, I have to put my head up here in order for it to enter my shop.
So basically, everybody in your first grade is in your second grade?
Except Derek. I'm actually mad about that. Now?
That's how it is, my friend.
But everybody in the class are my friends.
Obviously, you saw them in the first grade.
But not all of them, though, because there's two that were
But
in
you
my
guys see each other in other places, that's why.
No, but I don't know those two girls. What?
No, yeah, that's cool. So do you like the long schedule? Is it cool?
It's alright.
You got used to your, did you hate it today, or you liked it?
That was alright.
It was okay. How was the lunch? Was the lunch enough?
Yeah, there was enough. I didn't get hungry all day. I just ate it.
Yeah, you had a big breakfast.
I wasn't really that hungry.
Yeah, just make sure at grandma's house too, try to force yourself at least some breakfast.
Force myself.
You have to, because it's gonna be a long
force
day.
myself. When I'm trying to force myself.
Make sure, just eat your food, your food.
When I'm trying to force myself.
Because you love wasting food. You need to start eating your food. Your breakfast, especially. The breakfast is the most important part of your day. I told you that happened to my friend, right? At Cadillac.
What?
He didn't eat he didn't eat his breakfast. And he thought he was Mr. Tough Guy, so he went to go wash his hand and he freaking fainted. And he hit his head on the pipe. And then he started bleeding. Thank God the fire department is right next to Cadillac. So the fire department walked in with their equipment and they had to freaking patch him up because he was freaking bleeding because he hit his freaking, he hit his head like right here on the pipe because he didn't eat. We were doing a transmission. I'm like, bro, you need to freaking eat a good breakfast before you do this.
What did he eat?
He didn't eat nothing. So he came to work and he didn't eat nothing, so he was doing transmission. He went to go wash his hands, and he freaking fainted in front of his kid.
And he has had on the thing?
Finally, they tried this ladder. And I just climbed out. Happily ever after.
That's what I just said. The breakfast is the most important part. That's why when I go to work every morning, I try to eat my oatmeal, but I put a bunch of like stuff in my oatmeal because I don't know when I'm gonna have lunch because I'm always on a different airport all the time.
What do you put in your oatmeal?
Raisins. The raisins fill me up. But then I make sure I got a pretty big breakfast because sometimes I'm not able to have lunch till like 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm in another airport.
What's your actual lunchtime?
Sometimes I come back.
My lunchtime used to be 10:30, but now it's 11:10.
It's only like 30 minutes.
88 degrees in Cornville, 82 rainfall degrees, 88 in Key West. The relative humidity, 67%.
I have to tell you about school.
Much drier Naples with 57%. Now, wind continues to come in off the ocean, 15 miles per hour here. It's gone calm in downtown Miami, 14 miles per hour throughout the Keys. So here's the storm tracker. We can see that little push of moisture coming off the tunnel. Already across Palm Beach County. Broward has remained mostly dry. Miami has seen some pockets of rain moving in across the beaches, downtown Miami. There's the airport around that's been rain.
Oh my God,
The
how
turnpike
these
and right
stores
now most of
coming
the
up.
rain is moving in
I'll
across
show you a little
US
bit.
41. David
I forgot to upload in the morning.
We really
What
aren't
an idiot,
expecting
man.
anything from those
Am I?
features. However,
I was
we
supposed
do
to
have an area of
edit a
disturbed
video
weather
in the morning and
right
probably
on
upload it a quick little vlog or something. I forgot to do the little vlog yet. I'll probably do that tomorrow, guys.
With a 90% chance that it will come back to life. We're going to be watching these two features closely. Back to this area of disturbed weather right across the Bahamas. The models are suggesting that it's going to take its sweet time going from the Atlantic.
Oh, you busted him.
Because some front is scheduled to come in over the
Come
next
out.
few days. Whatever happens,
I like shooting just so that I limit my people and my opponents that I'm coming for.
Now, because it is going to be moving.
Now we got two to go for. Yeah, we definitely got. Oh no, both of them got shot by some. I think it was the one behind the wall. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, everybody's coming in. Be careful. There's gunshots. Oh, dang. Reloading, man. Reloading, okay. One down, we got one down. Yeah, gunshots, everybody.
So your next high time will be at 9:26.
Alright, I got one down, but.
With the potential for some more rain, overnight lows will be in the upper 70s to the low 80s, and then by tomorrow,
There we are. Now it's just my teammates. It's only at night for the rest of the game.
90s, a chance for some pockets of very heavy rainfall.
Oh no, I had a knife out.
Side here throughout the week and throughout next weekend as well. That's your 7 on 7. 7
So let me know if you want me to play maybe like Marvel. I will try to do a stream on that. Hopefully soon I can hop on and stream. I don't know when the next time I'm streaming. Probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are my next streaming days. So Friday's the next streaming day. Saturday is the streaming day after that, and Sunday. So stay tuned on Friday because we'll have a pretty big stream coming up that day.
So the Gatorade was enough for you?
Yeah. I really don't drink anything then.
You have to put an ice Chevy on your ice.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive.
Put the ice pack on top. Was the Gatorade cold still though? When you set it up? Oh, okay. So then I did it the way I do it. Oh, I said, you know that car wash? Across from the Lexus dealership? The one that the car goes inside? So I tried to go in there and the car got stuck. It's too low. So they had to back it out.
This
They're like,
road
you can't watch the car.
it's a fortress.
And I'm gonna have to break with my Mexican boys.
But Lexus with their car washes suck anyway. So.
No,
It's everything you need it to be.
I just go there sometimes. It's free.
You got stuck?
Huh?
You got stuck?
To bring the car to Lexus first time, is that I'm getting the detail done. Like I have to wax the car. Okay.
But that's outside.
The wax, whatever. I gotta bring it to them to do that. The waxing is gonna take like 5 hours.
What's
I gotta
the
bring it to my home, but I'm always needing to do it for $60.
What's the bushing? What is bushing?
Bushing? What are you talking?
I heard something about that on the car when you clean it.
No. Waxing?
I'm not talking about waxing.
Bushing?
That's it.
Go to the Acura Summer Performance Event for some exciting margin. Your highlights for $199 a month for well-qualified customers. Don't miss this event going on now.
Let me see. Trying to mess around. Get shot up. Get on. Oh shoot, one was coming, y'all. One was coming. I'm like one of the best players in the game, and they're not really giving me any money. Oh, dang, dang, dang. Dang, reload, reload.
Pretty cool, pretty awesome. Can't get your eyes off of it. Their eyes on the eclipse.
And millions of Americans getting a total experience. 7 News is live in South Carolina for the last stage of this inspiring event.
We will have some activity in the tropics in one of these areas. Could bring us some heavy rain tomorrow.
The eclipse is not the only special moment today. South Florida students get back to class. The president prepares to unveil his plan when it comes to troops in Afghanistan. And a South Florida pilot makes a split-second decision to hit the road.
You got him, bro? Oh, no, no, no. Stop playing with
And Craig Stevens joins us because the news continues now.
Okay, everybody does that strategy where they shoot to get the people alert.
Down to 5. Out of totality. Oh my goodness.
What's wrong with this dude? Bro, you didn't see me under you? You could have easily killed me, you idiot. Oh, you have a shotgun. So, right here, look at stores. Double empty.
Completely blocked out the sun, but the rest of the U.S. got incredible view too. From South Florida to South Carolina, we have Live Team 7 on the phenomenon 741 to start us off. Brian.
What an incredible
Hold on,
all over the country, experiencing almost total darkness. And that moment known as totality. A total solar eclipse over the U.S.
Who doesn't
from west
go?
to the east, starting in the skies over Oregon, the clouds waiting in anticipation. Watch as it turns completely dark. This is what totality looks like. Portland going from a sunny afternoon to darkness. Oh, look here. We're coming out of totality. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Crowds erupting with excitement. Totality worked its way. Oh, here it comes. There's the diamond ring. And that is the most spectacular sight.
That's amazing.
The Earth, Moon, and Sun line up perfectly, creating the path of darkness, tracing a 70-mile wide ribbon from coast to coast that lasts just 2.5 minutes in each spot. 200 million people live within a day's ride of the path of totality, so parks and stadiums nearby dealt with monumental crowds.
I've been recording for
Spectators lining up
13 minutes.
cliffs in Phoenix to take in the spectacle. Look at the view from this Alaska Airlines flight, and you see how dark it got on this cruise ship. The total eclipse was even visible from the International Space Station. That dark area is the moon's shadow. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump went outside the White House to take in the amazing sight.
Thousands of miles to be hit.
The moon is actually going to
Hold on,
move from the
guys.
sun and cast a shadow down on the Earth, and it's really quite simple.
Some weren't so lucky. Carbondale, Illinois, and Nashville, Tennessee, clouds partially blocked the view.
It is simply amazing.
Yo, pass me the ball, fool. But for millions of others, it was a sight unlike any other.
It was really cool. I mean, like, the whole sun was covered by the moon, and then it went really dark.
If you missed today's incredible total eclipse, the next one will be in 2024, crossing from Texas to Maine. Live in the Plex, Brian Ensign, 7 News.
Well, our cosmic team coverage continues with a look at how Southern South Florida enjoyed the solar sight. Andrew Scheinfeld is live at the Bronx Museum in downtown Miami with this. Andrew?
Hey, good afternoon, good evening, Robbie. You know, the solar eclipse was a grand event here in downtown Miami. This entire plaza was packed with people who came out here to enjoy the show, and boy, did they get one.
It's cool though, because it's moving pretty fast. We started watching it like probably 15 minutes ago, and now we see almost the entire thing.
I'm gonna take a break real
It's a
quick.
plane, no, it's the
eclipse, and it's blowing minds.
The eclipse is a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. You can't get your eyes off of it.
From the west coast to the east, a solar eclipse casting its shadow across the United States.
From Miami, we're going to see about 80% coverage of the moon covering the sun. But this is the first time in 99 years where the moon has passed in front of the sun all across the U.S.
And the place to watch, the Frost Museum of Science in downtown Miami.
No clue it was going to be this busy. And I'm actually kind of excited. It's kind of cool that this may be brighter like that.
Do you think this is the best way to look at the sun?
Yeah.
How come?
Because doesn't have warning and it kind of move a little bit.
Now I'm looking at it as a, almost a crescent moon.
Some parents even pulling their kids from class on day one.
It's the first day of school and I'm like, you know what? We cannot miss this. It's very important. It's historical for us.
And just before 3 p.m., the grand finale. Nearly 80% coverage.
Oh, snap. Wow.
It's like a moon shape, like almost like half the moon.
Now here in South Florida, we did not get totality, but don't you worry. If you can wait about 30 years or so, that is when we're going to have a chance to see it basically go dark right here in South Florida in the middle of the day. Live in downtown Miami, Andrew Scheinthal, 7 News.
Well, parts of South Carolina got the last look when it came to the total experience. Charleston, the final point of land, but the eclipse made Clemson go dark before that. Adam Housley is there for us live. Adam.
Yeah, Craig, the sun's out now. It's bright here. I got to tell you, about 20 minutes before the totality took place here in South Carolina at 2:37 local time, a cloud actually passed in front of the sun and moon. Everybody here kind of gasped and went, no, don't do it to us. And thankfully, like a Hollywood reveal, that cloud moved away about 10-15 minutes before totality took place. And when it happened here, an amazing moment. There were thousands of people here in Clemson, South Carolina. 2 of the balloons were launched from here. People came in from all over. When we drove in last night, we saw license plates from all over the eastern seaboard. We also met people from London that flew in here just to take in the solar eclipse in Clemson, South Carolina. And when totality happened at 2:37 for 2 minutes and 37 seconds here, it was an eerie quiet at first, and then all of a sudden a cheer went up and people realized that it had occurred right in front of their eyes. An amazing moment, a lot of energy here. To give you an idea, for those who did not experience this, it's like being outside on a very bright, full moon. That's how it feels, and everything kind of eerily dark here at Clemson. And then, of course, as soon as it was done, it started to move away, and people cheered again and then went on home. So quite a moment here in South Carolina. A lot of people got a chance to experience a once-in-a-lifetime event. And, of course, as you mentioned, there are more coming up. 2024 is the next one. Mark the calendars. Texas to Maine kind of cuts up the middle of the U.S. I got to believe there are going to be a lot of people, after seeing this on television, you're going to want to go and experience that just a few years from now. Back to you guys in Miami.
Just having that conversation just now, as a matter of fact.
So funny, Adam.
Adam Housley, thank you very much for that live update.
Incredible, that discovery we're having. All right, you know what else we're talking about? The tropics. This is tropical moisture falling ahead of a wave. What you're looking at there is rain, and that is making for a slow go traffic-wise.
Evidently, the afternoon rain is just the start. A wave is making moves off the coast, meaning there is more in store for South Florida. Chief Meteorologist Phil Federo is here. Phil.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Indeed, we are following 2 areas here in the tropics. One right across the Western Caribbean Sea. Those are the remnants of what once was Tropical Storm Harvey, still with a good chance of roaring back to life. But this is what we're looking at. It is a tropical wave right by the Bahamas. It has a lot of moisture with it. And the National Hurricane Center is also following it. They are giving it a 40% chance that it could develop into a depression or a tropical storm over the next 5 days in this area, highlighted in orange. Now, even if it doesn't develop, it's going to dump a lot of rain here across South Florida. And here's the reason why. It is really going to take its time moving from the Atlantic into the Gulf of Mexico. And then over the next few days, we have a front coming down. So the system, this wave, is just going to run into the front. Now, some models have it bouncing back out into the Western Atlantic, others keeping it in the Gulf of Mexico. But regardless, we are looking at a lot of rain, or at least the potential for a lot of strong downpours here across South Florida. Everything in green here, that is moisture headed our way. There's more right across the Caribbean from Harvey. That could be pushed up in our direction. And already South Florida Water Management is lowering the canals, expecting a lot of heavy rain. We'll be on top of this. We'll have more a little bit later on.
Now, this developing story. This one in Southwest Miami-Dade, a van carrying several school children ending up on its side.
7 News reporter Walter Morris is on the scene. Walter.
Well, that's right. 6 people sent to the hospital after that crash involving a school van and another car. Things are starting to calm down here, but let's go to that video. You can get a better perspective of this crash. The Skyforce HD overhead after that accident. You can see the 15-passenger van on its side. This is the intersection of Southwest 105th Avenue and Southwest 182nd Street. This all happening around 3:30 this afternoon. We're told the van was dropping off junior high and high school students when that crash occurred, and the woman behind the wheel of the van just told us that the driver of the other car ran a stop sign. Let's go to that next video. Crews working to get that van right side up and on a tow truck, but officials say it was chaos when they first arrived. 11 people needed to be treated here, but 6 had to be transported to the hospital, most of them students and most just as precautions, but the driver of the other car seriously injured and back out here live. Now, of course, the investigation into this crash still underway. We're told those patients were taken to Jackson South. Live in Southwest Miami-Dade, Walter Morris, 7 News.
Special day today for students and parents across South Florida. It's the first day of class, and it's now in the books. Some stayed home because of the eclipse, but for others, it was back to school.
7 News reporter Omar Lewis was in Fort Lauderdale for a look at the first day there.
The first day of the 2017 school year is in the books in Broward County.
It was actually really fun. There is a huge park for us. I had a good day though.
All right, we're off. Superintendent Robert Runcie starting the new year saying all aboard at the District Central Transportation Terminal, greeting bus drivers as they board and pick up as many as 73,000 students.
This is where the school day starts, right? It's with our bus drivers.
The head of the 6th largest public school system in the nation, making his way across the district on Monday. At Piker High School in Sunrise, the superintendent welcoming students as they walk back through the doors for the first time this year.
I'm really excited. I'm ready to get it over with because it's my junior year and I'm going to senior next year and I'm ready to get out of here.
Then it was off to Broadview Elementary in North Lauderdale, where students reunited with their classmates and met with their teachers.
My #1 priority are my kids. So, you know, I'm excited for him. He's ready to be back to school.
The superintendent also had a surprise up his sleeve. The Florida Panthers mascot showing up for the big day back.
We have Stanley coming here to talk about healthy habits with the kids and get them off to a good start for the year.
For lunch, the superintendent joining students at Meadowbrook Elementary in Fort Lauderdale, where the children got their first taste of new and healthy meal options created by a celebrity chef.
Our food's nutritious, and we know that for many of our kids, having a meal at school, maybe the best meal that they get all day.
Parents, students, and administrators all wrapping up the day, thankful that the first day back received a passing grade.
I really have no complaints on how they went in school so far. We believe that the district is continuing to move on the right track. This is a year for us to continue to build on the successes that we've had.
So overall, the district saying that first day back ran smoothly. Now, parents were alerted that students who missed the first day to attend the solar eclipse viewings, well, they'll have an excused absence. For now, reporting in Fort Lauderdale, Omar Lewis, 7 News.
Much more coming up here on 7 News. A South Florida mother shaken up after getting a look at this picture. Tonight she shares her story after her son's frightening flight.
A terrifying day on the job when a worker is left hanging.
And our coverage of the eclipse will continue. The first day of school treats South Florida students to a pretty neat lesson in science and astronomy. Stay tuned.
7 News at 5. It's brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. Hurry in today for great offers on quality Kia SUVs. Right now, lease the Niro LX for just $139 a month. Visit KiaDealers.com today.
Here at Keith Pearson Chevrolet Cadillac.
We let our customers do the talking.
Great price, great experience. Come to Keith Pearson Chevrolet.
You heard from our customers.
Now come experience it for yourself. The Keith Pearson Chevrolet experience.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality
you by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. Hurry in today for great offers on quality Kia SUVs. Right now, lease the Nearwell X for just $139 a month. Visit KiaDealers.com today.
Get the biggest savings at the Hyundai Summer Clearance Event. Lease the Elantra, now only $99 per month, our lowest price ever, or buy with 0 down. Lease the 2017 Sonata for only $139 a month, or get up to $67.50 in total savings. All backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. Lease the 2017 Santa Fe Sport for only $129 a month, or buy with 0 down and get $4,500 total savings at the Hyundai Model Year End Clearance Sale.
This is our summer vacation. These are our roller coasters. And this is how we cool off. Hurry to the Acura Summer Performance Event for some of the most exciting offers of the year.
Lease the 2017 Acura RDX for $299 a month for well-qualified customers. Don't miss this event going on now.
President Trump preparing to deliver a strategy speech. The commander-in-chief is going to be speaking about U.S. troop levels in Afghanistan.
Remarks come in the wake of another collision involving U.S. warships for sailors.
Dad, can I get juice? Juice. How, Dad? Can I get juice? I went back outside to the break.
President Donald Trump returned to the White House from vacation Sunday night to hear from reporters about another Navy tragedy in Asia's waters. That was at 8:34. By 11:01, he tweeted this: "Thoughts and prayers are with our U.S. Navy sailors aboard the USS John S. McCain, where search and rescue efforts are underway." The warship collided with an oil tanker in the Pacific. It happened in one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. 10 sailors missing.
Let me get some juice.
Flown to Singapore with non-life-threatening injuries. The Navy now on a one-day
I said let me get some juice.
as they try to figure out what happened.
I also fully support
He can shoot me without jailbreak. Police.
together a broader
Arizona me.
into these incidents and to determine any causal factors
Thanks.
what's going on.
It's the fourth collision of a Navy warship this year. Another international concern, the U.S. strategy in Afghanistan. The president holding the first nationwide primetime address of his administration to announce the path forward tonight. What some media outlets report will be an increase in troop levels, possibly as many as 4,000.
But it's very important to signal the desire that you're prepared to stay there for as long as it takes.
Continuing to put more troops in is not the way I think we should go. I think we should begin to leave.
Domestically, the Trump administration is facing a different kind of dilemma. The Secret Service is struggling to pay the hundreds of agents needed to protect the president and his family. USA Today reports more than 1,000 agents have already hit the federal limits for salary and overtime. The president's large family and frequent weekend trips cited as the cause. Now, the Secret Service director says this is not unique to the Trump administration. It's actually been a growing issue over the last 10 years. The White House says it will work with Congress to handle the issue. Tonight, the president addresses the nation. Then it's on to Phoenix for a campaign rally tomorrow. That is expected to draw protests as well as supporters. Live in the Newsplex, Robinson, 7 News.
Well, you can catch the presidential address live tonight at 9 o'clock right here on Channel 7, of course, on WSBN.com.
The driver who caused terror in Barcelona has been killed. Yunus Abu Kube was shot dead by police near a train station west of the city. The Moroccan national has been on the run since last week. The 22-year-old was behind the wheel of a van that clouded with pedestrians in a part of town popular with tourists. 13 people died, including an American. More than 120 others were injured in that.
Also, the pilot turned roadway into the highway, but the troubles are the rover once the plane hit the ground.
I got some. This one was a simple game. I'm gonna go jailbreak beta. I'm gonna go that's why I need to get back streaming on y'all. I don't know if you want to stream on this. I actually have a good amount of friends in this game, including my cousins, so I only have one person that's actually my family member on my side, y'all.
Everything stopped working, and then he had to land, and he landed the best he could, and I think he did a great job. He's excellent.
Okay, there's a chopper
Person
over.
Stephen Lockie forced to make an emergency landing on the highway in Flagler County.
I watched the video, and I was like, that is
Okay,
I thought that he did not make it.
With engine failure, he managed to land the plane. The 35-year-old was with his girlfriend, and luckily, there were no injuries.
He had his guardian angel watching over him. I'm very, very thankful. And I
His mother waits anxiously
This is where
here
you
at
die,
Fort
boy.
Lauderdale home. She says she
Boy,
can't
you
wait
die.
to hug him. Reporting in Fort Lauderdale, Vanessa Medina, 7 News.
Try to rob it, try to
Also,
rob
here from the
it.
news cuts, a mother reflecting on a brush with death tonight. She's crediting doctors in South Florida with a miracle.
Also, a clerk tries to get in a crook's way when the crime then takes a terrifying
Look, that was his helicopter.
Here come the last of our 2017s.
Toyota's national clearance event is the best part of summer.
And with 0% APR financing and great lease deals, you won't last long.
Oh, I'm so excited.
You are not alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Yes.
Is that a ram?
Right
Oh,
now, during the national clearance
where
event, get
is
0%
Marshall?
APR for 72 months on a new
There's a
2017
ram.
Toyota Corolla.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
0% APR.
Save on the last of the 2017s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
What great news! We're getting the group back together, huh?
Get a $6 value for $5 when you ask for a grouper from the Florida Lottery. With so many ways to win big, get your group ready. The Florida Lottery, it's your ticket. It doesn't get bigger than this.
Boy.
Nation 72-hour flash sale. Right now, try new 2017 Nissan Rogue, just $18,990 or $125 a month. Hurry to Auto Nation Nissan.
He was arresting a fellow prisoner, y'all.
I'm Jeff
I don't know if I sue on that. Let me know down in the comments if I sue on that.
Today they watched a total solar eclipse here in the U.S. We'll take you live to Charleston, South Carolina for a reaction. Then to South Beach to see how the epic event played out there. And one person who was not looking up, he might wish he had, to avoid his day from going downhill fast. These stories and much more when Lynn Martinez joins me
Hold on.
from 7 News.
You trip for pickup, right? Yes. I'm going to show you a next generation pickup. Awesome. Let's do this. The bed is made of high-strength steel, which is susceptible to punctures. And best of all, this new truck is actually the current Chevy Silverado.
It's the Chevy Summer Drive. Current Chevy owners and lessees get a total value over $11,000. Or get 0% financing for 60 months on this Silverado All-Star. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
It's time for the biggest sale of the year.
I'm
The new
innocent,
Sleep Number
dummy.
360 Smart Bed. It senses your every move and automatically adjusts on both sides to keep you effortlessly comfortable.
You should at least try to save your fellow prisoner, you
Does your bed
dumb.
do that? The new 360 Smart Bed is part of our biggest sale of the year, where all beds are on sale. And right now, save 50% on our limited edition bed plus free home delivery. And Saturday.
In celebration of her 45th birthday, get 45% off Nagel's most popular bed service and Miami's oil change packages. Until Soka, you'll want to celebrate twice.
At the 7 News alert, these are live pictures of what appears to be a pretty bad accident in Broward.
Lynn Martinez has some information from the news desk. Lynn?
Yeah, you can see this is a really bad accident involving these two cars, two vehicles involved. One person from that white vehicle was pulled out, transported to the hospital. You can see as we zoom in right now on this car, which is just smashed to bits. It looks like they're trying to get somebody else out of this vehicle as well. Again, we're not sure, but this is what it looks to be happening. Again, the other person was pulled out of the white van. The top of your screen here, the person was trapped and was extricated. Pulled out. You can see the person on the gurney right there, sent to the hospital. All this happening on Nob Hill Road, which is now currently closed. This again is in Davie, Nob Hill Road and Lake Vista Way in Davie. And again, if you're in the area, avoid Nob Hill Road if you can. It looks like firefighters and rescue officials are still in the scene of this wiped out car. We'll keep you posted. At the news desk, Liv Martinez, 7 News.
7 weather with Chief Meteorologist Bill Farrell.
Good afternoon, everyone. At least Mother Nature cooperated for the eclipse this afternoon. Take a look at the satellite imagery because you're going to see the shadow come across right there. Did you see that little blink? That was the moon's shadow. That was the partial eclipse that we had earlier today. Right now, as far as temperatures are concerned, we're looking pretty warm, 90 degrees in Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, 93, 89 in Key West, 93 also in Tampa. As far as rainfall is concerned, we have a front here to the north. That is going to be dropping some rain there. Then we also have a tropical wave right across the Bahamas with some moisture. That is being sent in our direction. We've already seen a few showers and some pockets of rain making their way from Miami Beach all the way to the airport and now moving into the Everglades. So this little area here that we're watching, the National Hurricane Center is giving it a 40% chance that it could develop into a depression or a tropical storm over the next 5 days. Now, it's going to be a very slow mover. Even if it doesn't develop, a lot of moisture here. By tomorrow, that wave still sitting just offshore, so there's the potential for some rounds of rain lingering over the area, and really nothing changes as we move into the day on Wednesday. You can see the wave still across South Florida, another front making its way across the southeast. Could trap this over the region. That could mean even more rain all the way through the end of the week.
Everybody's stuck in your cell. When it's time to be free. And their guns from out.
The wind out of the east 10 to 15. Seas inside the reef 1 to 3. Beyond the reef 3 to 5 feet. Exercise caution there. Meanwhile, your next high tide will be at 9:26 tonight, 8:57 in Fort Lauderdale, Key Largo 9:18, and 11:05 in Key West. So for tonight, clouds will continue to move in. We may see a shower or two. Overnight lows will be in the low 80s. Now by tomorrow, if the wave doesn't fall apart, they can be very fickle. If it holds on, we're going to see more clouds, a better chance of an anytime downpour. Highs will be in the low 90s. Here's your extended outlook. More storminess on Wednesday, and we could remain soggy here, not just through the end of the week, but possibly through the weekend as well. That's for 7 on 7. 7 News for you right now.
He got me.
At AT&T, we believe in access. The opportunity for everyone to explore a digital world filled with possibilities. Connecting with family, friends, and the things that matter most. And because nothing keeps us more connected than the internet, we've created Access with AT&T. If a member of your household is a summer participant, you may qualify for home internet at a discounted rate of $10 a month. No commitment, deposit, or installation. Visit att.com/access now to learn more.
You're driving along, then it happens.
Dad. Dad. Is the food almost done? He was cooking over here like James Harden, but obviously it isn't funny. Kevin Harden.
That's not all. You'll receive additional security features.
Thanks.
Disarm your alarm system with your mobile device. Don't have a security system? You can get a Sloman Shield for free. That's a security system with video surveillance and remote control, all professionally installed free. Call 1-800-RV to find out how. The Sloman Shield, the right choice for everyone.
Homes built before 1975 may have pipe corrosion that can cause major water damage to your home. If you have water damage, slow drains, or water-stained walls, you may have leaking pipes right below your feet. Call us now at 800-888-1234 to find out if you are entitled to compensation to repipe your home. Your time to file a claim may be limited. Call or visit pipelawsuit.com now to learn more.
$277 with FlexPay. Sign and go 2017 X3s, just $297 a month, or only $11,327 with FlexPay. Right now at Miami's BMW destination. Nowhere else but Raymond BMW, 20th Street in Biscayne.
7 News, South Florida's most watched morning news, most watched early news, and most watched late news. Podcast. When big news breaks, stay with 7 News, the news station.
7 News is brought to you by Nicholas Children's Hospital. For
That is all the time we have on 7 News at 5. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Craig Steve.
I'm Val Keys, and keep it right here. 7 News at 5:30 is up next.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. Hurry in today for great offers on quality Kia SUVs. Right now, lease the Nero LX for just $139 a month. Visit KiaDealers.com today.
This is our summer vacation. These are our roller coasters. And this is how we cool off. Hurry to the Acura Summer Performance Event for some of the most exciting hours of the year.
Lease the 2017 Acura RDX for $299 a month for well-qualified customers. Don't miss this event going on now.
It's the Kia Summer SUV Clearance Event from the brand ranked #1 in initial quality by J.D. Power 2 years in a row. Hurry in today. Right now, lease the Nero LX for just $139 a month. Visit KiaDealers.com today.
This is 7 News at 5:30.
Glenn Martinez on the 7 News. Jeff Lemons, we begin 7 News at 5:30 with this developing story. You can see the traffic there, but there has been a really bad accident in Davie.
Brian Ensign at the news desk right now with an update on what happened here. Brian.
Jeff, yeah, this is just a terrible, terrible wreck. You saw the traffic there, and you're going to see the accident. There we go. The helicopter zooming in there. You see just how bad this is. At least 2 cars are involved. This is Nob Hill Road in Lake Vista Way in Davie. We were told that fire crews were working to pull someone out of one of those cars a short time ago. Davie Police and Fire Rescue are both on scene, and Air Rescue has also been called to that area along Nob Hill Road. If you know this area, you know just how busy it is this time of day. A lot of people coming home in that area of Nob Hill. Again, that major roadway closed in both directions after this severe wreck in that area. We'll have more information as soon as we get it. For now, live at the news desk, Brian Ensign, 7 News.
Now at 5:30. A total eclipse when day turns night, an event living up to the hype.
Much better than I expected it to be.
7 News with a spectacular shadow show. What did you see it? Americans did the first total solar eclipse coast to coast in 99 years.
It was something else. 7 News with live Team 7 coverage from the hottest viewing parties in town. Jessica Hawley is live at FIU. Lorena Estrada is at Broward College. And Brandon Beyer is live there in Nova Southeastern University.
But we begin with Omar Jimenez live in Charleston, South Carolina, one of the cities that saw the total eclipse here today.
Yeah, and
exactly what we did.
Way past from those few minutes of totality here in Charleston. We can tell you the mood was united. Everyone had their phones out looking at that one singular great moment.
I went to the fucking car wash today with the whip. So a different one.
70-mile
And
radius
I was like, yo,
across the country as well.
he's like, no, I remember you did.
The Great American Eclipse was the celestial event of the decade. This eclipse was a uniquely American event.
It was the most spectacular 2 minutes of our lives. I think it was amazing. She sobbed for like I cried for 10 minutes.
A partial eclipse viewable from anywhere in the continental U.S.
It was really cool. I mean, like, the whole sun was covered by the moon and then it went really dark.
But millions traveled to see the show.
We don't have a lot of chances to see things like this.
Dad, I'm hungry!
I come from France to see only 1 minute. The second.
I just thought it was a really cool experience to
car wash.
I'll never see
I'm hungry.
Anxious to witness
Yeah, it is, man, 'cause the machine.
astronomical event.
Yeah, I remember.
What I love about an eclipse is
Yeah, I remember Gloria's freaking
also
Maxima.
you'll ever see.
We were going to Orlando, so I went to watch
It's
it.
beautiful.
Nigga, it was like a thing of paint on the door. I'm like, yo, where the fuck this scratch from the paint came from? He's
Now,
like, oh,
we can tell you, we're
because
just hearing from
we got new
officials that where we
machines,
are
and
right
we just
now
painted
in
it.
Island Palms next to Charleston just saw more people than I've ever seen in the history of this island here. Essentially, only rivals with 4th of July's in previous years. Now, we can tell you people who traveled, they drove for hours, they crossed the Atlantic Ocean to get here all for just those few minutes and an experience that should last a lifetime. Reporting live from Charleston, I'm Omar Jimenez, 7 News.
All right, Omar, well, from South Carolina now to South Florida.
Jessica Holly continues our Team 7 coverage of the eclipse at FIU, one of many viewing events today. Jessica.
The good.
And just a few hours ago, this place was packed with folks here at FIU, creating a fun and
The car wash I liked
solar eclipse.
was the one,
That's what I want to see.
It's amazing.
that hardware store I used to go with. Permanent? You know what Permanent says? Yeah, there's a hand car wash that
Not
did.
very often,
Oh,
and
really?
that's why students and visitors lined up outside the
yeah.
FIU Soccer Astro Science Center Monday to get their hands on those special NASA-approved glasses.
I just want to get the full effect of watching something I won't be able to see again for a long time.
FIU hosting a watch party, lending out protective shades and offering a peek through the solar telescopes painted at Big Ball of Fire as part of it went into hiding.
This is a historical time. We cannot miss it.
And they didn't. It looks beautiful. Students watching it all as the moon made its move across the sun.
I've never seen anything as beautiful as what I just saw.
It's celestial majesty. I mean, I can see why an entire nation would unite just to view one of these.
And the party obviously over, but the people who were here today went away with some great memories of watching the eclipse of 2017. Reporting live from the campus of FIU, Jessica Holly, 7 News.
Okay, Jessica, from FIU to Nova Southeastern University.
Let's go, y'all.
Brandon Byer is now live with reaction from some very excited eclipse watchers. Brandon?
Well, guys, it was the first day of the school year. So many across South Florida. One of the reasons
what they do is if they know your car's in there for a spray wash, they do like a special code on the machine before your car goes in. It gets applied on the map. You don't do that shit? Yeah, some like the Lexus, cause I get free car wash for life through Lexus. Them niggas do garbage ass work.
You almost done?
Like I'd rather just pay for it.
God, are you almost done?
Let's go. For real? Word. Yeah, I want to see that. That was clever because I would have never thought of that shit. Nigga, I want to get my shit like yours too. love that shit. Yeah. It's not too dark. It's like the right amount of dark. I gotta get those LEDs back up like your shit too. I didn't know your shit had that. On the Honda, that's when you were backing up and you had like the fucking your tail lights were mad, like your backup lights were mad bright. They got LED. They got the LED turn signal. They have LED bulbs now, like advanced all about this shit. You barely notice them though. I no, that's true. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm loving the LED taillights on my shit. I'm in the headlights on my shit. That's just bright as fuck. I know, I saw that. I told you I saw that shit. I went in the Uber with my shit, but fuck that. It's better than $400 a week. Really? No. For real? Oh, when you guys left? Oh, for the insurance thing? Olha, vim confusão no manjão. Yeah, today. I'll send you a picture. Nah, he's straight, man. All his boys, when we went, that nigga saw all his boys, he was like, yo! Started talking to all his boys. He forgot we from the boys.
I didn't say it. Stop
Look at that iguana. It's missing the tail on the gate. I guess the tail got cut off. This is a big ass iguana sitting out here. Nigga, you should see the one Gloria's mom has, nigga. That shit's like bigger than my rims. It's like, huh? It just went in her backyard. She has streets in the back. She should do the most. That shit's been in the yard for like 6 months already.
Can I get more? And some juice.
Yes, that's some pretty good shit. Hey, the food's ready. Okay, I cooked chicken breast sliced with the side of some basil seasoning, black pepper. I did a citrus blend, mojo rub on this. I can't be hollering like that. Alexa wants another chicken, and I don't know if you want to give him one now. I'm making yours. Alright, let me have the same stuff as we eat. Sure. Elijah, you want a corn?
No.
You sure? Hot, okay. Who? Paprika?
One at a time.
I'm not. I just don't like mixing the raw chicken with them because they cook I like checking the temperature. And this one wasn't ready yet. Because the chicken, I don't want to freaking guarantee that it's temperature.
I don't understand. Why wouldn't you put multiple chickens in the
I did. But this one's still cooking. I don't know what the fuck. I guess it's still thick. Still at 140.
And where are the other cooks?
They're not cooked yet.
So why didn't you make, because they didn't all fit?
No, exactly. I chopped it up. I chopped all of them. I try to make it a different way. Try to make it a different way. No,
So four little pieces of chicken didn't fit on the meat?
This is how I slice it. I slice them like this. I slice each chicken in 3 pieces. Experiment.
Can you give me a napkin? Me?
What?
Me?
What?
That's for me?
That's it.
You happy to have your friends back around? Stop overstuffing your mouth.
Okay, sorry, I forgot to give you the juice. Done, Papa?
Yeah.
Do me a favor? Can you get to see your mom?
I was already done. I was already done.
Thank you, Papa.
That's why it kind of smells like cheesy or something. But fine. Yeah, I don't want to. Come on, Cap. Where are you going?
Downpour. Highs will be in the low 90s. Here's our extended outlook. That wave is just going to sit over us over the next few days, so a good chance for rainfall through Friday.
Alright, so we're pretty much. Oh, look. Someone like the shirt. Okay, thank you. I might have to go in. That's it, that's it. Close, 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 okay. Please SWAT. Close the SWAT. I'm sorry, man. To the other side button.
These are our roller coasters. And this is how we cool off. Hurry to the Acura Summer Performance Event for some of the most exciting offers of the year. It's the 2017 Hilux with $199 a month for one bond. Don't miss this event going on now.
This is an important message for Florida homeowners. If your home was built before 1975, you may have cast iron pipes that are corroding right beneath your feet. Corroded pipes can cost thousands of dollars, if not more, to replace. Many insurance companies may change your policy to exclude damage from these pipes. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. To find out if your home is affected, visit pipelawsuit.com or call us now at 800-888-1234.
Gear up for winning at Calder Casino with Free Play Factory. Win up to $1,000 free play every Saturday in August and earn entries daily for your chance to haul in one of 2 Nissan Frontiers. Saturday, September 2nd and Labor Day Monday. Only at Calder Casino.
We got some criminals. The annoying shark. Look what that is. Hi, bro.
Martinez, 7 News at 6 begins right now.
Now, on 7 News, South Florida with its eyes on the eclipse. People of all ages taking it in.
How often do you see a crescent sun instead of a crescent moon?
And the eclipse waiting for a spectacular sight all across the country. 7 News with live team coverage. A wave in the tropics already giving us some wet weather. And this is just the beginning. School is back in session across South Florida. Some returning to something new. And as her son returns to campus, a mother returns with him to thank the people who saved her life.
After following a developing story right now, 2 people badly injured after a personal watercraft accident on Miami Beach. A live update next at 6.
This is 7 News at 6.
Rayburn is in South Forest with what we know so far.
Yeah, we can confirm
report from FWC that there was a single vessel personal watercraft accident that's being investigated here by the city of Miami. FWC just took the lead
my
a
bank
short time
account.
ago. We do have information that two people were transported to the hospital with serious injuries. That happened about 15 or 20 minutes ago, so they're in Jackson's trauma center right now. You can see the vessel there, and they called it a charter. A charter vessel. There are a number of people on board. You can look at pictures of the rescues arriving at the hospital with the two injured people on board the rescue trucks there. Again, they sustained some injuries when they, through their personal watercraft, hit the bridge. Let's come back out to our live picture here. We're going to show you the location. You can see the boat here, and if we bring the camera back out, we're going to show you that's the Star Island Bridge there, and that's the causeway.
We're doing highway patrol today. It's still kind of cool out now.
We do have a ground crew that has arrived just a short time ago. They're going to be filing a report shortly. As we get more information, we'll get it back to you. That's our story.
Now
it's an out-of-this-world event, captivating South Florida.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome.
And the country.
Oh my god, how is that a planet? The sun is like a crescent.
7 News with the Eclipse excitement.
Well, it was certainly hyped as a once-in-a-century event.
And for many, it lived up to its billing, and we have live Team 7 coverage from coast to coast in the Eclipse. We're going to begin with Brian Ensign. He is here in the Newsplex. Brian.
Craig, the entire country was fixated on the eclipse this afternoon. It was incredible, especially in areas where it got totally dark in a moment known as totality.
I'm not done yet. Well.
A total solar eclipse over the U.S. from the west to the east, starting in the skies over Oregon, where crowds waited in anticipation. Watch as it turns completely dark. This is what totality looks like. Portland going from a sunny afternoon to darkness.
Oh, look here. We're coming out of totality. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
Crowds erupting with excitement as the path of totality worked its way west over Idaho, and then totality in Nebraska.
And here it comes, there's the diving room. And that is the most spectacular sight.
That's amazing.
The Earth, Moon, and Sun line up perfectly, creating the path of darkness, tracing a 70-mile wide rhythm from coast to coast. It lasts just 2.5 minutes in each spot. 200 million people live within a day's drive of the path of totality, so parks and stadiums nearby dealt with monumental crowds. Spectators lining up at the cliffs in Phoenix to take in the spectacle. Look at the view from this Alaska Airlines flight, and you see how dark it got on this cruise ship. The total eclipse was even visible from the International Space Station. That dark area is the moon's shadow. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump went outside the White House to take in the amazing sight.
Fair event on planet Earth.
It's kind of crazy.
Clock telling me that thousands of miles to be hit.
The moon is actually going to move in front of the sun and cast a shadow down on the Earth. I mean, it's really quite simple.
Some weren't so lucky. Carbondale, Illinois, and Nashville, Tennessee, clouds partially blocked the view. Look at this satellite view. It shows the moon's shadow slowly crossing over the United States.
It is simply amazing to be witnessing this.
But for millions of others, it was a sight unlike any other.
It was really cool. I mean, like, the whole sun was covered by the moon, and then it went really dark.
Take a look at this. We have a picture of the Key West, the southernmost tip of the United States. At least we did have that picture, but there were people there with glasses on, enjoying it really all over the country. So much anticipation. Now it's over. The next total eclipse will not happen again until 2024. Live in the Newsplex, Brian Ensign with 7 News.
All right, Brian.
Well, a lot of folks here in South Florida had their eye on the eclipse.
A big crowd taking it all in downtown Miami. 7's Andrew Schonthal joins us from there. Andrew?
Good evening. You know, there's no totality here in South Florida, but here at the Science Museum, everyone really loved looking up at the sun. Of course, they had to use those safety goggles or glasses, but everyone that we spoke with says it was certainly the experience of a lifetime.
It's cool enough because it's moving pretty fast. We started watching it like probably 15 minutes ago, and now we see almost the entire thing.
It doesn't happen often, so when it does, it draws massive crowds. Thousands of people staring at the sky, hoping to get a glimpse of something astronomical.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. You can't get your eyes off of it.
From the west coast to the east, the solar eclipse casting its shadow across the United
come, but this is the first time in 99 years where the moon has passed in front of the sun all across the U.S.
And the place to watch, the Frost Museum of Science in downtown Miami.
No clue it would be this busy. I'm actually kind of excited. It's kind of cool that this may be right here like that.
Do you think this is the best way to look at the sun?
Yeah.
How come?
Now I'm looking at it as a, almost a crescent moon.
Believe it or not, the moon crosses between the Earth and the sun all the time and doesn't cast a shadow. But this time, the positioning is just right.
It's not always passing between us and the sun on that direct line. It might be tilted slightly above or slightly below, so we don't always get the shadow of the moon.
And just before 3 p.m., the grand finale, nearly 80% coverage.
Oh, snap. Oh, it's like a moon shape, like almost like half.
Okay, so we got these glasses today. We closed 2045 here in South Florida. We want to take them out again. At that time, we will have totality right here in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale. Now, live in downtown Miami, Andrew Scheinfeld, 7.
Hold on to those glasses, Andrew.
Good luck finding those glasses in 2045. Are you kidding me? Well, students across South Florida got a real-life science lesson they will never forget.
That's for sure. Live Team 7 coverage continues with Rebecca Vargas. She is at what school in Miami? Rebecca?
Well, Craig and Belkin, you said it was a once-in-a-lifetime lesson outside of the classroom for students all across South Florida as they headed back into the classroom for the 2017-2018 school year. And right here at Booker T. Washington, they even got to experience it from the state-of-the-art planetarium. The first day of school and the Great American Eclipse collide in South Florida.
The fact that our kids could say, hey, I was in high school when this occurred, and this is something that they could talk about for many, many, many years.
When the last bell rang at Booker T. Washington High School, students flooded the courtyard, grabbed their glasses, peeked through the telescopes, and soaked it all in.
Oh, it's going to be cool and awesome to actually experience one of these eclipses that happens, once in a lifetime.
Superintendent Carvalho joining students for the ultimate teachable moment.
The students are having a great time. Teachers are using it as an educational opportunity, and everybody's being careful about it. So this is responsibility at the max right here in Miami Dade.
Others taking it in from the state-of-the-art 40 feet in diameter planetarium, showcasing NASA's live footage of the path of totality.
With all the latest lenses and computer programs and simulations, we can simulate going anywhere in the universe right inside the planetarium.
A solar eclipse hides the sun.
Earlier in the day, a special lecture at Carver Middle School from the superintendent himself. Students trying on their safe eclipse-approved glasses and then taking their lesson outside for a glimpse of history in the making.
Right now it's
Glen Jesuit Preparatory School Astronomy Club students used their 16-foot telescope